You need to do it now. Self-assessment. Tax doesn't have to be taxing.
The Mail are giving every reader a return scheduled flight absolutely free. Free return flights on the world's top airlines. Start in tomorrow's Mail on Sunday.
Absolutely anyone who's in the Reader's Digest prize draw could run off with £250,000. Return your entry immediately, and who knows?
Refresh your senses with Lady Grey. There's more to tea with Twinings.
With so many frames at half price in the Boots Opticians sale, it's the perfect time to treat yourself to a new look. Now available at Boots Opticians.
£100 million in cold, hard cash. That's how much we saved our customers. Just have a look at these figures.
There are people out there, good people, who have saved our electricity customers millions by being cheaper than their local electricity supplier.
Napoleon's real foundation as a soldier was the training he got as a regimental officer. He could cast cannon, he could build gun carriages, he had to learn the duties of every type of cannoneer. And pretty soon you find that he's a very efficient company officer.
Il manifeste à ce moment-là un souci.
During this time, Napoleon showed a real desire to learn.
Un souci de connaître. Il lit beaucoup.
He read history,
beaucoup.
a lot of military memoirs,
du droit,
law, a little science.
De science. Il a été très frappé.
He was very affected by reading Rousseau and the philosophies of the Age of Enlightenment.
La liberté, l'égalité.
Liberty, equality, the abolition of privileges.
Il est en train, à ce moment-là, vraiment.
He is in the process of discovering himself.
But for a soldier born in Corsica, the promise of liberty and equality was only a dream. Bonaparte knew he could go nowhere.
Il sent très bien que c'est un
He feels that the regime will not let him have the position he dreams of.
Les postes supérieurs sont réservés aux
The top positions are reserved for the noblemen,
nobles de haute famille, alors que
while
Napoléon
Napoleon comes from minor nobility, poor people.
Finalement, d'une noblesse pauvre.
Frustrated in his military ambitions, Bonaparte dreamed of becoming famous as an author, wrote a brief history of Corsica, even tried his hand at a novel.
Il en voulait beaucoup.
He was angry at this regime for condemning him just to dream of his destiny.
And I never forget a pretty face.
Why don't you just get a bloody microphone and tell the whole world about me and Carl?
No one catches those special moments like Tarrant on TV in half an hour.
And on your TV on Sunday, don't miss the latest Midsummer Murders with John Nettle, Sunday at 8.
I lead an active life. Great for my body, tough on my hair.
The Answer all-new VO5 shampoos and conditioners with gentle wheat proteins. Developed to be our best ever formulas, they nourish to leave you with beautifully shiny hair. All new VO5, new formula, new fragrance, great results.
If VO5 can make my hair look this shiny, imagine what it can do for you. So whatever you do and whoever you are, shine.
At Asda, our low prices just keep getting lower and lower. And because we're always rolling back prices throughout the store, it means whenever you shop, you'll always get low prices. That's Asda price.
We've got autumn all wrapped up. Butlins, Britain's favourite department store.
This is Carlton. Tarrant on TV is in half an hour, followed by The Sketch Show.
Bush tells the UN, if you don't act over Iraq, we will. Officer in Holly and Jessica case arrested over child porn. Barrymore denies giving drugs to man who died at party. And learning how to avoid Britain's obesity epidemic.
The ITV News at 10 with Mary Nightingale.
Good evening. President Bush warned today that action against Iraq would be unavoidable unless the United Nations forced it to disarm. He told the UN General Assembly that Saddam Hussein's regime was a grave and gathering danger to the world. The president urged other countries to join him in putting pressure on Iraq. But he implied, if all else failed, America would take action on its own. From New York, Robert Moore reports.
Mr. George W. Bush.
This was the most powerful plea for action on Iraq since the end of the Gulf War over a decade ago. President Bush warning the UN General Assembly that Saddam Hussein was not just an outlaw, as he put it, but a gathering danger.
To assume this regime's good faith is to bet the lives of millions and the peace of the world in a reckless gamble. And this is a risk we must not take. Iraq has answered a decade of UN demands with a decade of defiance.
For that reason, he said...
Oi, Churchill!
Yes?
Do people realise just how much money they could save on car insurance?
Mahoney?
Do people realise just how much money... Mahoney...
Oh, it's money. Come on, what are you all laughing at?
Do people realise just how much money...
You did have your tape on, didn't you?
Well, that was all right, wasn't it?
Right,
I think that went well.
Very funny.
See how much you could save. Give the dog a phone on 0800 200 300. That's 0800 200 300.
The Citroën C5 starts at just $11,995. And now with advanced HDI diesels from $12,995, you'll be laughing. The C5 from $11,995 until the 30th of September.
Welcome back to the ITV News at 10. Police hunting the missing schoolgirl Millie Dowler say they have an important new clue. CCTV pictures enhanced for them by the FBI appear to show a figure talking to a car driver. John Draper has more.
It was along this road in Walton-on-Thames that Millie Dowler was last seen after parting from her school friends. This security camera recorded activity on the road at that time, but glare from the sun obscured the picture. Now it's been enhanced by the FBI, and the police believe it could help fill in vital missing minutes in what happened that day. The CCTV images show a dark saloon car travelling down that road where Millie was last seen. The camera then records another picture of the same dark saloon, parked further down the road, with a figure, possibly Millie, standing next to it and appearing to talk to the driver. Police say the person stood there for at least 42 seconds, but in the next image from the camera, both the car and the figure are gone. Millie Dowler was last seen just across the road from here, identified by someone at this bus stop, almost exactly in the same position as the figure seen in the security camera video. The question is, were they one and the same person?
We're very pleased with the images, both in terms of the work the FBI have done for us. It's outstanding, and it has taken the inquiry in a new direction. I would love to be able to tell you that we believe that's Amanda, but I am posing the question as opposed to giving the statement. Was that Amanda? Please help us, if that was you, to come forward so that we can move on if this isn't Amanda.
For almost 6 months she's been missing. Her 14th birthday passed during that time. Security cameras have helped police tell part of the story of what happened to her. The latest images could add important new detail. John Draper, ITV News, Walton-on-Thames.
Obesity is reaching epidemic proportions across Europe. That's the conclusion of a new report which has found that nearly a third of all adults are overweight.
The started out in the 60s, admits he does have a couple of offers on the table.
It's almost 35 years to the day since he launched Radio 1, but this veteran DJ insists he'll carry on doing what he loves best.
There's a snake. Not that he wants to forget his jungle adventure just yet. Nina Nana, ITV News.
And that's tonight's news at 10. From all the team here, a very good night. Bye-bye.
PowerGen, controlling energy for homes and business.
Hello again. So tonight, misty and murky generally across the northeast, but for the bulk of the country, dry, good clear spells. Not really a chilly night, the only exception being the west of Scotland. Tomorrow we're still hanging on to that mist and murk in the northeast, but for the bulk of the country, dry, fine and sunny, and in that sunshine, very pleasant temperatures. I have around 23 in the south, that's at 73. Not bad up here for the west of Scotland, 21, but again, always that breeze hanging on, particularly in the south, and where it's dull and murky across the east coast, feeling a fraction cooler. There's a reminder of what's coming our way tomorrow for the bulk, fine and warm, but always the risk of murky in the northeast. Bye-bye for now.
PowerGen, controlling energy for homes and business.